Today is January 15th. We are all transported back to this day in 2016. It was a Friday. We remember where we were on that day. We remember what we were doing. We remember who we were with. We remember where we were. The feeling in our hearts regarding this day is still fresh. This podcast is therefore meant to help you to cope and not to get caught off guard by the weight of this deeply emotional and deeply difficult anniversary. This day is marked with feelings of deep and intense grief, a fear, a feeling of being stuck, helplessness, and anger. It is marred with thoughts of denial and bargaining. On this day, a lot of us become withdrawn and isolated. We suffer from outbursts of anger and crying. We cope by trying to numb ourselves. We use alcohol, we use prescription pills, we use sex, we use work, we use food, we overwork, telling ourselves we are too busy to feel. This day re-exposes us to an emotionally traumatic experience. We have unresolved issues. We have no closure over our experience of this particular day in 2016. Allow your thoughts to come. Allow your emotions to come. Lower the unrealistic expectation of putting a strong front by rejecting these thoughts and emotions. Acknowledge them. Allow your thoughts to finish their cycle. Allow your emotions to go through you and process them out. Know what your triggers are and attempt to minimize them. I highly recommend you stay away from social media today. Connect with people you know who will hold you on this day because they know what this day means to you. Disallow vexations to your soul. You have made it this far. I know looking back, you don't know how you made it happen because all you see is your suffering. In the midst of your grief, think of what you're grateful for since this day, January 15th, 2016. Write it down. You and I have had many conversations. We have sat together in a heap of tears. We've sat together in long silences as each of us contemplated the tragedy of this day. I know you have many unresolved issues of payment. Some of you are in court. Some of you are enemies with your families over money. Some of you are fighting for recognition. Some of you are struggling to feed and educate your children. Some of you are fighting to stay alive. Some of you are struggling to find meaning for being alive. Some of you are threatening to take your lives unless everything falls into place. Some of you are toying with the idea of turning back time and making very different choices. It's a difficult day to comprehend, a very difficult day to comprehend. I feel like sometimes we need a power greater than ourselves to make it through. So today, I want to pray with you. I want to pray for you, and I want us to pray together. God, hear our prayer. God, I will never understand your ways. I will never comprehend the magnitude of your will. I accept my place in the grand scheme of your eminent plans for my life. Help me as I struggle with trying to find answers and explanations as to how and why January 15, 2016 had to happen. Help me because all the answers and explanations given to me are not what I want most. I know I can never see. I know I can never touch. I know I can never hold. I know I can never speak to my husband, my son, my brother, my uncle, my friend. Hold on to me as I find meaning and reason, because sometimes I feel without you, I cannot do it. Help me to identify the people you have put in place to help me through my grief and into my life's purpose. Hold on to me that I may not give in to the temptation of giving up. I pray for the strength of body, the strength of mind, the strength of soul, and the strength of spirit to survive this day and the others to come. God, only you know the secret life I have led since this day. Only you know my fear, my guilt, my shame, my regret. Give me the grace to surrender all these thoughts and emotions which threaten to limit the gift of my life. Amen.